name is Cheryl, and I am here to provide you with today's You Can encouragement. So, just jumping right on into it, I just want to encourage everyone to focus on your goal and not your steps towards getting to the goal. Don't focus in on them, focus on the goal, focus on your destination and not your route. Giving 100% towards your goals that you set will look different on a day to day basis. So, having faith and to keep always giving 100% towards it will get you right to your goal every single time. So, I always have a small story. So, jumping right into that, I met a lady who walked 5 miles daily. Her goal was 5 miles. And that's all that mattered to her, amongst other things like, hydrating and her specific diet that she was on at the time. But ultimately, for the small period of time she was like in this area at work, she knew from here to here was a mile, and she wanted to walk that at least 5 times. Amongst the other steps she took, probably added up to, more than 5 miles, but she knew she had that 5 mile goal, right? So one day, someone asked her if she tracked her steps. And during her mile walk, have she ever like found anything that would track her steps? So they proceeded to tell her that it takes approximately like 2,000 steps to make a mile, to walk a mile, and that she should be at 10,000 steps by the end of her 5 mile walk. And I watched her turn around and, she thought that was a great idea. And she decided to get a watch and she counted her steps. And I noticed that she just kept looking at her watch like I'm sorry, maybe every 30 minutes, every hour. But I noticed that she was like really zooming in and stressing out and freaking herself out about, oh my goodness, for this much time. And I haven't gotten enough steps in. I've only gotten 3,000 steps in. Man, this is bad. She was just really hard on herself. But I also noticed that when she would weigh in, she had started to gain her weight back. And not only was she not reaching her 10,000 steps, she no longer was completing the route that she initially had known to be a complete mile 5 times. So, sometimes spam comes in the form of good intentions but bad advice. What's working for you may continue to work for you, and you can listen to someone. You don't necessarily have to be rude, but set your boundary and do what's working for you, especially if it's giving you the results that are pleasing and good for your goals, that is working for your goals. This person took her mind off of her goal and made her focus on the steps. So focus on your prize and give it 100% every single day. Remember that the GPS to success, do you guys remember the GPS to success? You trust the GPS that it will get you there regardless to the spam of the road closures in between, right? You knew you would get there regardless. You just trusted the routes that it took you. And that's exactly what happened here. She forgot that she had a goal and she started focusing on the route. And that's not good. By the end of her small work route, she was initially focused on her goal. Then she was focused on the details of every step. She focused on the road closures and the detours, like I said before, of her success ride, losing faith, and sight of her main focus. So give 100% daily. If 4 of the 10 things on your checklist is checked off, but you gave it 100%, understand that you still gave it 100%. And that, let me say that again. If you gave it, if tomorrow, because it won't look like tomorrow, you guys, it won't look the same the next day. So if you did 4 one day and you did 7 the next day, but you gave it your all, you didn't give 70%. You gave 100% again. So my encouragement is for you to remember your goals and not focus in on the steps. Don't allow yourself to focus in on the 2,000 steps per. Focus on your goal of your 5 miles. But we can see it for you, we can want it for you, and we can even believe it for you. But one thing we can't do is do it for you. Only you can.